Happy Tuesday! Today we're going to talk about how to improve your relationship with money as an actor. Sometimes it can feel really difficult to have a good relationship with money as an actor. Early in our careers, we invest a lot of money into training and marketing, and there's no concrete path to earning that money back as an actor like there is in some other professions, right? Like, as a doctor, you spend a ton of money on medical school, but then there's a path to becoming a doctor and then earning money. Not so with actors. So I know a lot of us feel like there's never quite enough money to do all the things that we want to do. I recently read a book called Money, a Love Story. And in it, the author, Kate Northrup, shares a lot of tips that I thought were applicable to actors in our quest to improve our relationship with money. And so I want to share 5 of those with you today. The first tip is to take a look at your mindset around money. A lot of us have some beliefs that aren't really helpful. One thing that I always used to hear as a kid is, you have to work hard for your money. It's not easy. Money doesn't grow on trees, right? And that's not necessarily true. I mean, money doesn't grow on trees, but a lot of people work really hard and don't earn as much money as people who don't work as hard, right? A lot of actors believe that all actors are poor or that all artists have to be struggling, and that doesn't really serve you. So my first tip would be to take a look at those limiting beliefs and really evaluate how you can change those. My second tip is to start paying attention to your money and where it's going. Identify what Kate Northrup calls financial energy leaks. I once had a gym membership that I didn't even know I had, and it just kept charging me month after month after month. What a waste of money that I could have been using for something else, right? A lot of us have no idea how much we spend on groceries or on really expensive coffee or on our marketing as actors. So start paying attention and figure out what that is so that you can start to do tip number 3, which is spending in line with your values. What I mean by spending in line with your values is that maybe you're not spending money on things that you actually care about. Maybe you're spending a fortune on dining out when you really care about eating like healthy organic food. Now, your healthy organic food might cost almost as much as it does to eat out, but you'll feel much better about that expenditure because it's actually improving your life rather than taking away from it in some way. The fourth idea that I really loved from this book is for us to think about how we add value to the world and come up with ways to monetize that. So what do you just absolutely love doing? What do your friends come to you for advice about? 2 of my friends have done this really well. A very close friend of mine is great at social media and loves doing it, and he's created a social media marketing business. Another friend of mine found that actors were constantly asking her for advice and life coaching, and so she started a business called Mentoring for Actors. These are 2 great examples of ways that they serve the world and earn money doing it, and they really love what they do. The 5th idea that I feel like is really important is to start planning for the future. Things may feel really tight financially right now, but what can you do to put aside even a tiny portion, just 5% or 10% of your income for your retirement? We have to start thinking about our future selves and setting ourselves up to not die with no money, right? To be blunt. So make sure you're taking care of yourself in the future as well. Now, I highly recommend that you check out Money, a Love Story by Kate Northrup. You can click the link on your screen. In the book, one thing that I love is that she has a quiz where you can figure out how your relationship with money is, and you can also determine ways that that relationship can improve. The actors in my coaching groups are reading this book this month and having lots of breakthroughs. So I wish the same for you. Now, if you love this content, be sure to share it with your friends and subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you don't miss next week's episode of Guru Tips for Actors. I'll see you then. The 4th idea that I love is to start planning for your future. Oh, 5th. Thank you. I'm going to do that over.
Oh, you don't have to.
Yes, I do.